I like how a lot of tactical nylon makers are coming out with what they call a discrete weapons case. It's a way you can carry your AR, your AK variant, your tactical carbine in a way that doesn't scream gun, at least to the casual onlooker. I mean, to us gun guys, we would probably say, that guy is carrying an AR in that thing. But to most people, they may think it's a racquetball racket, maybe a violin, something non-gun in this little small case, when in actuality here on the table it's holding a Kel-Tec SU-16 with a 30-round mag. Several companies are doing this. I saw some from Blackhawk Industries, which seem excellent. This one is made in the United States by a company called Crooked Horn, and they also have the subname of Renegade Ridge Tactical. The name of this case, which we're going to talk about, is the Liberator. It's called a Quick Draw AR-15 case, detachable double down case is what the official name is. Double down because on the flip side you'll see that there's a way to integrate mag carrying and perhaps your pistol as well. Back to the name. The Liberator. Now, you and I are way too innocent to know this, but a little online research from myself revealed the fact that the name Liberator was already taken by, guess what? A sex cushion. That's right. I think in Amazon they call it an adventure wedge. I'm sorry, it's too funny. That's right, the Liberator is known in some circles, not here in the Nut and Fancy Project of course, as a sex cushion. Okay, a rather pricey one from what I saw tonight. So if you have some sex problems, you need certain positioning, you might go for the original Liberator, the adventure wedge. So, Renegade, Crooked Horn. I mean, man, you should have clicked around a little bit. That name, yeah, it's a sex cushion name. I'm just saying. Okay, I probably would have named it something else. All right, let's just kind of put that over here, park it, and we'll pretend that does not exist, and talk about the case. Is it worth the money? Does it do what Crooked Horn says it does? Number one, they are really advertising it as a way to integrate your weapon into your vehicle on the down low. Okay, that's the first thing I want to address. And then I'll talk a little bit about its quick draw capability and its overall construction. First, is it a way to carry an AR-15, for instance, in your truck easily? Well, on a tactical shoot, the crew and I messed around with the Liberator. This one, not the other one, this one. Holy cow, you guys. And to be honest, I wasn't super impressed on the speed at which we were able to achieve. We were running a Tavor, the Bullpup 223 IWI Bullpup, which is outstanding. Check my review out. Love that gun. Maybe it was not the best gun to put in this case because it has a really high form factor. So going into the case, there's a lot of rubbing because it's such a high gun. First and foremost, I would say with any gun you're going to do that with, put a 20-round magazine, not a 30-round. And I'll show you the Kel-Tec SU-16 right in here right now. Just because it was handy by way of representation. There it is. And it's running a 30-rounder in it. And you can see height-wise it's going to rub a little bit. Okay, so that's the first issue. You really want to probably have a really slim profile weapon. I would say a Kel-Tec sub 2000 would be really fast. Although it would kind of swim around the case because of the depth. The main problem wasn't really extracting the weapon because we could have put an AR-15 or something that would slide in and out of the case. It's affixing it to the seat in such a way that you can really access your gun quickly. Keep in mind, not the Kel-Tec, but most tactical carbines are going to weigh around, if you're smart, and I'm talking smart in the way you've accessorized your gun, probably around 9.5 pounds. Maybe 10-ish if you're smart. So that's a substantial amount of weight hanging off your seat rest on your truck. So I'm not going to say, this is really important by the way, I'm not going to say we just spent all day with it trying to get different configurations. We probably spent about a half hour with it seeing if we could drape it off the back of the Titan, it's a Nissan Titan seat and headrest, and get the gun out quick. The short answer is we weren't able to do that. Now the way I did it is I hung the Liberator horizontally with a very nice included strap. So you have several strap options to do it. And what I was trying to do is the seat's right here, and I was trying to run 45-degree angle that way, so as a driver I can access the weapon, pull it out at an angle. Now I think Crooked Horn shows their orientation completely vertical. So in other words, it's hanging off the seat. I can't quite do it because of the tripod, but kind of like that. And to me, that's a real awkward way to access the gun, because now I got to come from the top and pull it out. And to me, that sucks. The way it's going to work is a 45-degree angle off the back of your seat. Driver, or if it's the passenger oriented for him, can come in and get it out. And it just didn't seem like it worked that well. One is the case seemed to conform to the seat, even though it's hard backed, which is very awesome actually. This case, the quality of it is just superb. We'll look at that more closely here in a second. So it's hard plastic here, and so I was really hoping it would keep that presentation straight. But what happened is we tightened the straps, it would like bend around to the seat back, and that makes weapon extraction difficult. Now granted, I'm showing it for an orientation for the passenger since the opening's right here, but when we did it was the opposite way. I think you get that. So it just didn't come out really quick, and it doesn't lock down really tight on your seat, because you can come off the headrest, you can maybe strap that around the seat, and it still is going to have some wiggle. So I would say no, it's not ideal. If you think you're going to get this Liberator case or another one like it and say, hey man, I'm just going to quick draw the gun, you're probably going to have to experiment with it a lot, experiment with your gun of choice for the case, and get your system going. It's not going to be a turnkey thing. You can change the orientation of the straps. Again, if you want a vertical orientation, I would hook here, here, okay, and then this portion would go down the lower seat, and then if you wanted, the opening would be up here, up top. So you can run the strap like that. As you can see, I've got them oriented like this, like I said, for a 45-degree angle presentation. Okay, I hope I explained that fair enough, but I have to be honest, I just don't think it's a really fast way to break out a weapon. And the way I look at it is actually running a flat tactical case that's tucked right by my seat in the front of the vehicle. And I'm talking just a flat zippered one. I'll roll a picture in of one I've got that I've used for that before. That is the fastest way I can get to a tactical carbine. Is it locked down in the vehicle? No. For high-speed maneuvering, could it, or jumps, could it like fly around? Yeah, it could. It's not ideal, but it works fast, and it's really a quick way to go. So there's some other options that are, I don't know if they're purpose-built for that, but it might give you some more speed. Now, how about being a low-key way? We talked about the speed, but just say that relatively accessible, not screaming gun within the vehicle. How does that work? I would say that's pretty good, especially in this black color, which would be my preferred. Not a tactical color. They have FDE, maybe a couple more colors, but I would go with black because most of your car interiors are black. Someone walking by seeing this draped over the back of the seat probably wouldn't clue into that is a gun because it looks different. Now, again, tactical guys, police officers, you're not going to fool those guys, okay? So don't think that someone looking in your vehicle would go, oh, racquetball. No, they're going to say, that's a gun. But to the average onlooker, they won't notice it. So I think yes, the answer is it can integrate into the vehicle readily there and be relatively low profile. I say though that if you park the vehicle, you have a weapon that has, I don't know, some cost to it, and you don't want to lose it, you might want to drape a towel over it. I say leaving it in a case, in any case that's accessible and visible to someone walking by on the sidewalk is dumb. Because they can put two and two together and go, oh, gun, no one around, windows busted, gun's gone. You with it? And when you conceal your gun, do it smart. Have like a really ratty looking blanket that looks like it's been urinated on, whatever kind of stains on it, throw that over there. No one's going to break in your vehicle like that. Get one of those rubber dog poos. I actually do this, by the way. I'm not making it up. A plastic dog do and put it in the front seat, and then guys are going to look in and say, oh, no, next car. I'm serious. Okay, so that's vehicle integration as I see it. Didn't spend all day with it. I could be missing some things, but that's the way I see it. The case as itself, as it stands, is outstanding the way it's constructed. It is top notch. And just as a weapon case, I love it because it is very streamlined. It does have a non-gun outline. Notice that you don't have any really loud magazine pockets on the exterior, for instance, right? Nothing here. I mean, like most assault weapons cases, the mag pockets on the exterior are a dead giveaway to anybody, even civilians, that go, oh, that dude's packing. Doesn't have that. Let's flip this out. I think this is the double down portion. I really like this on the Liberator. It's moly woven into the straps right here. And it doesn't come that way. So guys, make sure if you want to keep it on your case as a magazine accessory, then you want to weave it like I've shown you in videos, I don't know, circa 2010. And you open this up, this is what you're going to see. Elastic magazine holders, and it's top notch. Or it could be a pistol holder with an extra magazine. Is it ideally suited to that? Probably not. In their video, Crooked Horn will show you that the dude is wearing it on his belt, or he's mollied it into an LBE option and he's using it for whatever fits. Magazines, radios, you know, whatever will fit in there. I like it. The materials, everything is perfect. It's Cordura 500 denier, genuine Cordura, so we're not looking at anything substandard here. Vinyl backed crap from China. This is top notch. The stitching and the nylon used in the Liberator is perfection. The snaps are outstanding. You have a freaking name tape on the interior right here. How cool is that? I mean, would you use that? Actually, I lied. I thought you could peel that up. I lied. It's just that right there. That's where your closed cell foam padding is, and maybe you could do something else with it. You could actually put an armor panel in there, one that would fit. If you really wanted to have a name tape in there, you could like bust those stitches up though and sew some Velcro on there. I do that all the time. Check out the zipper. Awesome zipper. I don't see YKK on there. Let's see. Let's look under the pull. It looks like a YKK to me. Nothing fancy in the details. Yes, it is YKK. Heavy duty, quality zipper. Everything is like seam taped around. I like this, how they stitched it right here. They do that so when you open it up, it actually baffles out of the way. That is a huge plus to access the gun. Okay? And that's part of their formulation for getting the gun out quicker. Now I think the whole thing is you're going to grab this. I can't really do it on camera, break the rifle out. I just don't have room. But you're just going to rack that open, actually pull on that tab and scissor open the case, access the gun. So that's the quick draw capabilities of the Liberator. Can you do it? Yeah, absolutely. Can do it. With practice, just like everything is practice. There's your carry handle here. Excellent. There's no backpack straps that are dedicated, although you got these, you could use them. And again, the quality is phenomenal. How about the value? Well, you saw the price tag. The Nut and Fancy Project bought this at Impact Guns, $445. To me, that's a little bit on the pricey side. For basically a high quality tactical gun case that's somewhat lower profile than a lot of other options. Okay, I can go, if I shop around at various tactical places, I can get a really good tactical case for, heck, $80. I'm in my room here. Let me grab one and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Now this is, I think, Eagle Industries. That's not a good option. Hang on. There we go. I think I got this on sale. This is an Eagle Industries rectangular tactical case. Now this is the kind of I was talking about before. Alley here all over it. Check that. This is the kind I was talking about. I have these pulls on it so I can identify what weapon's in it when we go testing and reviewing out in the desert. Eagle. Genuine Eagle. And let me think where I got this. Oh gosh. I'm trying to remember. If I remember, I'll annotate it. They're all gone now, but $40 is what we paid for this. And you could use this as a discreet case. It would be better in black once again. And it could slide between the seats or wherever you can fit it in your vehicle. Okay, so we're talking about value. The retail price on this when it came out was probably close to the Liberator. I would say I'd ballpark it at $125. Everything Eagle does is very high quality. I don't think it's made in the US anymore, like the Crooked Horn case is, but I hope I'm right on that. I think it is made in the United States. But it's quality. Would I pay $145 for it? I don't know. I do like the low profile outline of it. There are some other options out there. I would really like it if it was around $100. I think it's a little bit overpriced, to be honest with you guys. If you do get it, I've talked about the downsides. Practice with it. You might find a better way than we found in your vehicle to attach it and access the gun. Go vertical, different angle. But I think you're going to run into the same deals we had. Here's an interior of that handout that comes with it. There you go. There's a picture of it. That's a 45-degree angle orientation I was talking about. That's what we're trying to do. I still think it's awkward coming back here and trying to pull the gun out, especially if your truck seats like mine are very close and you don't have a lot of room between them. You're going to have the same problem we do. So there you go. The Liberator, that's by Crooked Horn. Really quality materials, construction, phenomenal. I love the hard backing on it, the carry options. I just don't think it's ultimately fast, and the name can distract you. That's a Nut and Fancy review. See you guys.